Our last poem is Aunt Jennifer's Tigers, written by Edwin Rich. Edwin Rich is a very famous poet. He has worked a lot for women empowerment, and this poem is focused on the constraints that a married woman faces in her married life. Now, she says, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers prance across a screen. Now, Aunt Jennifer's Tigers prance across a screen. Prance means to move to and fro. So she says, mentions screen. That means she makes tapestries. What is a tapestry? Tapestry is actually tapestries are paintings made on a screen through a needle and thread. So she is master in making tapestries. Now she says that bright topaz denizens of a world of green. Topaz is a yellow stone that is used for jewelry, for making jewelry. Denizens means inhabitants. That means a person belongs to a particular place. Now she says that tigers belong to forest. They are inhabitants of the forest. A world of green signifies forest. These bright topaz, these are the jewels of the forest. Now, why they are jewels of the forest? Because they do not fear the men beneath the tree, because they are unafraid of anyone. They are not afraid even if a man is standing beneath the tree. They are not afraid. See, generally what we see is animals are afraid of people. If they see a man, they will be afraid. They will try to protect themselves first. They won't exactly try to kill them or attack them first. For the first thing that they will do is they will try to protect themselves. So here it is different. Like Aunt Jennifer tigers are not afraid of the men beneath the tree. Even if a man is standing in front of them, they are not afraid. They won't move. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. That they confront him, her, in sleek chivalric certainty. Sleek means lying close to the body. They will lie close to him, her. Chivalric means bravery. Certainty means they are very certain. They won't move. They are not afraid of anyone. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool. Flutter means to move quickly. That means she is mastered in making tapestries. It's very easy for them to make tapestries. She's very quick in making tapestries. Find even the ivory needle hard to pull. Ivory is the material through which needles are made generally. So she says that Aunt Jennifer is finding even the ivory needle very hard to pull. That means she is not okay, she is not happy, she is oppressed. That she cannot take the burden, she cannot do the very small things like pulling up the needle. Pulling up the needle is just an example to show that she is so much oppressed. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So why she is not able to pull? Because the massive weight on her hand, there is Uncle's wedding band which has tied her hands. She is not allowed to express herself freely. So that is the reason that she cannot do even the small things, because she is not allowed to do it. When Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie. Now she says, when Aunt Jennifer will die, her terrified hands. Terrified means when you are greatly afraid of something. Her terrified hands will lie. That means they will rest. They will rest. Still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. So she was mastered by her husband. Still ringed with ordeals. Ordeals means difficult experiences that she faced in her lifetime. That she was still, even when she dies, then also she would be what she would be. She would not be free with her master. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid. But the tigers in the panel, in the tapestries that she has made, will remain the same, will remain brave, will go on prancing, will be unafraid of anyone. So, here in this poem, what actually the poet is trying to say is that she is a mild woman, but she has one way. She wants to be a bold woman, but she is just not able to. She is just not able to do the things she wants. So, her desire to be very bold, unafraid, she fulfills her desires by making tapestries. She expresses her views by making tapestries. This is what she does. Okay, so we move on to the question and answers. How do denizens and chivalric add to our understanding of the tiger's attitudes? So we can say denizens means inhabitants, chivalric means bravery. You can obviously correlate these things. Why do you think Aunt Jennifer's hands are fluttering through her wool? In the second stanza, why is she finding the needle so hard to pull? We already discussed what is suggested by the image, massive weight of uncle's wedding band, that in her wedding she is not allowed to do the things on her own. She is mastered by someone, mastered by her husband. She wants to express herself, she is just not able to. Of what or of whom is Aunt Jennifer terrified with in the third stanza? Of what or of whom? Her husband. What are the ordeals Aunt Jennifer is surrounded by? Why is it significant that the poet uses the word ringed? What are the meanings of the word ringed in the poem? There are several meanings. First meaning is the wedding ring, okay, and because of this ring she is ringed. Ringed means when we talk about the animals in the circus, they are actually ringed because they are commanded what to do, when to do. They cannot move freely, they cannot go freely. Whenever they are commanded, they have to do the things in the same way. Similarly, here ringed has the very similar meaning. Why do you think Aunt Jennifer created animals that are so different from her own character? What might the poet be suggesting through this difference? That she is actually on the inner side, very bold, very proud woman, but in the reality, in her real life, she is just not able to take that character, to carry on that character, to express that character. So the difference expresses the reality of inside, which actually needs a flow. The energy of inside actually needs a path to travel. Interpret the symbols found in this poem. So what are the symbols here? Symbols are here like topaz, that they are considering the tigers, topaz, and then we can say her terrified hands. Okay, that's it. Do you sympathize with Aunt Jennifer? What is the attitude of the speaker towards Aunt Jennifer? Of course we do, because the way the poem is written, we do sympathize with Aunt Jennifer. Or otherwise, this is always your choice. Maybe you just don't sympathize with her because it was in her hands. She could have expressed herself. Of course, that can be a way. This is literature. There cannot be one single answer because this is one particular answer. Do you sympathize? So it is all about you. Yes or no? Then justify why yes and why no. This is important. Okay? So, all right, that's all. Thanks.